my name's Robin. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today I'm gonna show you guys what we're packing to move from the United States to the Philippines. So we are moving from Utah to the Philippines and we're going for 6 months, and each of us only get 44 pounds to pack for all of our things. Our son is 5.5 months old at the time of us leaving, and it is obviously very hot and humid in the Philippines, so what we have for him here is not what we're gonna bring for him to live over there. And I'm just gonna show you guys what we're packing in our check-in as well as our carry-on. First are the clothing items that we're bringing for him. So obviously Utah is a lot colder than the Philippines, so we're only bringing like 3 pairs of pants. There's like 1 sweatshirt by the off chance that he needs it. There's a couple onesies, maybe like four or 5 onesies. Some of them have the feet covered just because when we travel, I really like it when like everything's covered and so he doesn't get gross from the airport. But mostly we're bringing tank top onesies and t-shirt onesies. So those are the main things that we're bringing. And then as far as sleep sacks, the difference is that there's the TOG rating on the sleep sacks, and he is only gonna have the 0.5 rating TOG because it's very hot over there. Even with our AC, I don't want him to feel like he's sweaty because he already gets sweaty. We also have to pack his swimsuits. He has 2 of them. They also include a rash guard on it just to protect him from the sun. What else? He has 2 hats. They're like bucket hats and they protect him from the sun. And as far as socks, we are bringing a couple of socks that should fit him up until we leave, but mostly I'm anticipating that he's gonna wear sandals all the time. Okay, so as far as feeding essentials, we are bringing all of his bottles. He has 8 bottles of the Nuke and UK brand. Don't want to change that all of a sudden, so we're bringing those. We're bringing his burp cloths, but only like a third of them, and only the lightweight ones because every gram counts since we only have 44 pounds each. We do have some, what are they called? Bibs. Yeah, we do have bibs that we're bringing. Also really great because he's starting to drool a lot since he wants to eat more food. As far as a sterilizer and like the bottle cleaning process, we do have a travel one that we're bringing obviously, and then like a travel soap. But as far as us like actually living over there and cleaning bottles, we're gonna get a sterilizer there. I don't wanna bring ours because it's too bulky. Hopefully they have one there. I guess that'll be in a different video if they do. Hopefully they do, but that's what we plan to use to clean his bottles over there. Okay, and then as far as food. So right now he is using a soy formula, a Similac soy formula. It's really good on his tummy, he loves it. We do know that they do have soy formula over there. I'm pretty sure it's the same brand, but it's like marketed different. So we're gonna get that when we get there, but I will be bringing, I think, at least 2 containers so that we don't have to go without food ever. So we have this device called a baby brezza, or is it the brand? It's amazing. The baby brezza is amazing. It makes your formula, if you have powder formula, it makes your bottle in like 2 seconds. You get to pick how many ounces that you want and then it'll make it. We have 2, one bigger one from the main floor and a smaller one for our room. And we're just bringing the smaller one over because I don't want the weight of the bigger one. And hopefully he starts eating more solid food and he won't need it as much. I know that the baby brezza is like, it's a want, right? Like, but we love it so much and it makes our lives so much easier that it's worth it to us to pack it. Okay, so as far as diapering stuff, we are bringing at least 10 to 12 diapers a day. That's like what he goes. It will take over 24 hours to get there. But once we land, obviously they should have diapers and wipes and things that we need. So we're just gonna bring enough for us getting there and then we can buy. We are bringing 2 swim diapers. And then if you didn't know this, did you know that swim diapers only keep the poop in? Because I had no idea until I got these. It only keeps poop in and then they just pee freely into the pool. It's crazy. As far as creams, we are bringing whatever we have because otherwise it wouldn't get used and that'd be a waste. But once it runs out, we're just gonna buy it over there. I did buy a couple wet bags. Well, so far when we've been traveling and if he has a blowout or something and we need to change his outfit, we've been using our scented, they're almost like scented dog bags to put his wet stuff in rather than a dedicated wet bag just because I don't have to wash it after. So I think we'll still do that because it's more convenient. Oh, we are bringing a couple refills for the scented like doggy bags, basically poop bags. I'm sure they'll have regular dog poop bags there and we can refill it there. But as far as the scented ones, I think we're only bringing 4, and then once it runs out, it runs out. Oh, as far as cleaning on the go, we are planning on bringing, I think, all of the bottles while we travel, 8 bottles. But if he cycles through all of them, I do have these wipes that will clean the parts until we are able to get to a sink with actual soap. So on the plane, I really don't want to use the water that's at the sink in the bathroom. So we're going to use these wipes if we need it to reuse a bottle. Our diaper bag has all of the regular things a diaper bag would have. So diapers, wipes, changing mat, cream, extra 2 outfits, the bottles, food. I think we're probably going to have an extra bag with just like food items and extra things for him too, just to make it easier and not as heavy. Something that I forgot to mention is that our baby hates cold bottles. So we are bringing this thermos in hopes that it'll keep the water really warm. So when we mix a bottle, it's warm enough for him. Okay, so as far as health and safety for him, like medications, whatever, we are bringing baby Tylenol. I'm sure they have that there, but we already have ours, so we're just gonna bring it. We do have baby safe mosquito repellent, and we do have baby safe sunscreen. Oh, so we're bringing our Duna, and it's amazing for traveling, highly recommend. Once he gets a little bit older and doesn't fit into it anymore, we can just buy a car seat and stroller over there. But in the meantime, it's perfect for traveling. We do have a mosquito net that goes over specifically for the Duna, as well as the sunshade, so that'll be really nice. Tomorrow, he's actually getting vaccinated a little bit early. So he's getting his 6-month vaccines like a week and a half early, just because I wanted him to have it before us going. A little tip too, they do get a little bit fussy a couple days after they get vaccinated. So we're getting it done tomorrow on Wednesday, and we leave Sunday. So it should give us adequate amount of time to where he won't be as grumpy. Also are bringing our Nanit. It just works over Wi-Fi, and we have had no issues except for one place to start it up. And the issue with the one place was they only allowed a certain amount of devices on the Wi-Fi. It was actually in Park City, and it counted the Nanit as a device. So keep that in mind if you're trying to use it, but haven't had any issues using it. It is also our sound machine, but we are gonna bring like a separate sound machine light, just because I really like having those as a night light in our room. If you watched our last video, you would have seen the winglet that we bought, and it's amazing because he's able to sit in your lap and we're able to be hands-free. Basically just sits, it's like a little seat in your lap, and you can also use it to feed him. You can move it to the side and your arm gets less tired. It's really nice. And we're also bringing spinner toys for him. He's really into teething toys, so we're gonna bring a couple of those. We have this like briefcase playbook thing, and I don't remember what it's actually called, but it's great because it has a series of pages with different activities and toys he can play with. So gonna bring that too, keep him occupied. And bring the carrier. He's really into the front face carrier lately. That should be really great going through the airport if he wants to not sit in the Duna. Another toy we're bringing is this travel playmat. It's small and it's light, and it also comes with like the overhead toy hanging thing so that we can hang toys on it. We are gonna bring that. Thanks so much for clicking on the video and watching. If you liked it, leave a comment or a like. And don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks for watching.